We met at school. His hair was hanging on his shoulders. Looked like a bit of a skateboarder, slime dog to be honest. Ever since the day I met him, he was bowling at the speed of light, and always had a lot of respect for him as an athlete and a cricket player. I always knew he had something special about him.
You know, I also started my cricket career with Dale at the Titans, and I remember him still driving his Toyota Taz, eating garage pies, a Coke before training, and sometimes sleeping in his car before training. And to be with him still here, about to play his 100th game for South Africa, is amazing.
Dale's a great character, especially off the field. I've got to know him extremely well over the last few years. Being part of the singles club, we've clicked and bonded pretty well. Never far away from a joke, or the first one to throw a cake in your face on your birthday, or send a link on YouTube just to keep the boredom away in the hotel.
He wears his heart in his sleeve, doesn't he? He's always going to give his 100% for the team. No matter what situation the team finds himself in, he's the guy that you can throw the ball to and you can expect something to happen.
He's made an impact in probably every game that he's played in. He's one of those guys where if one game doesn't go too well, you kind of have a good feeling that the next game is going to be an impactful one for him. Either one days, test matches, or in T20s. He's just a real impact player and an extremely consistent one too.
That's out.
He plays the game hard. He leaves everything out there in the field, and in the change room he can still go and have a fantastic time.
He's got an unbelievable wrist to the ball, and that's been the secret to his success over the last few years, that he's just so consistent in the shape and the pace that he's able to bowl, which is setting him apart from the rest of the world.
Each time he gets a wicket, he obviously shows it, and I think, it's wonderful to see him obviously celebrate the way he does, and I think, after having put in all the hours, I think, he deserves, every little celebration he can do, and I think, that fires him up as well, and that gets him going as well.
Whenever you see that celebration, he's done something significant in that game. You definitely see a few veins popping out, fist pumping. There's definitely a lot of passion behind these celebrations.
When he goes out there and gets a wicket, it's not only for him, it's for his country, as well as the 60 million people he represents. So when he goes out there, he performs, and that's what he is, a performer.
He's gone, taken it.
I love it. I've said it before that I enjoy him and us as a bowling unit taking a wicket more than scoring 100.
It is quite an aggressive celebration, but I think that just sort of sums up his passion for the team and his desire to do well for South Africa. Thank goodness he's not like that off the field. He actually is very calm and chilled.
What many people won't believe is that off the field he's probably the kindest person, the funniest guy, and certainly very caring.
Cricket's very important to him, but he also enjoys life to the fullest. He does some extreme things that probably some of us think cheap, because what you're doing there, you've got to look after yourself, bungee jumping and getting hooks stuck in his leg, and always up for an adventure. So he's got a good balance in his life.
He's always keeping a good spirit, very humorous as well, and he keeps his team in a very good space, and I think, shucks, I hope he plays 500 more one day. Yes.